Hello guys, it is I. No way, another video straight away afterwards. What's going on? More than one video in a month. And other words, but with more like fanfare, but I don't want to because otherwise I'll die because I'm ill. Yeah, it's me. I'm filming another video straight away. Imagine that. This one's going to be the end of the year book tag. This is a tag that's been going on for many moons, many a year on BookTube. It was originally created by Ariel Bissett, and guess what? I'm gonna write the comments in the bottom because it's bloody hard every year. Whenever I look for certain tags, like everybody does them, and I go on everyone's videos, and then like nobody's got them listed. Tell me what the words are. So best believe if you open that bit under this, it will have all of the questions written out in full. Yes. So yeah, I've got them here. Let's go through them. Boom. Question 1. Are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? Yes. Why? I literally just wrote this down and now I have to leave and go around there because I forgot to pick this book up even though I knew this question was the first question, so excuse me. I'll be back in a second. Just give me 1 second. Hello, it's me, I'm back. Oh, it's got muck on it. Hello, it's me, I'm back. Yeah, this one, The Worst Journey in the World by Apsley Cherry Garrard. I started this several months ago. I talked about it in my mid-year freak out tag as well, which was only like 2 videos ago because I haven't been posted. Whoops. But I've read a tiny bit since then. But yeah, I started this and then I did a readathon, I think, and the book didn't fit in into the prompts, and then I just haven't been carrying it on since then. One of the things, I was reading this at night. It's non-fiction. It's about Apsley Cherry Garrard, who was on the expedition that Scott, you know, Robert Falcon Scott, tried to go to the South Pole and then died instead. Well, he went there as well. He didn't get back though. Apsley Cherry Garrard was on that expedition, not on the people that went, because otherwise he'd be dead. But he was on that, and then this is his book about that whole expedition. The thing is, it's like, not that this is the reason, but while I was reading it, this crunchy bit came off, and then you see all this. This is just the glue. It's really annoying because I've been reading it at night, and I'm just sat there, and I'll be holding the paper over, and then like every few seconds, just a little bit of crunchy stuff just falls onto me because it's all just crunching off. That's not really anything to do with anything. I just thought it was quite funny. But this, I swear this is only, well, it wasn't published. It was published in like 100 years ago. Well, over 100 years ago. But this version is reprinted in 1983. Why is it so terrible? What's going on here, 1983? But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I do want to finish it this year. And it's a book that I started this year and I need to finish, so it works for that prompt. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read it, and then afterwards I'm going to pull all of the crunchy bits off and then put some glue on it and stick this back on. Well, there's no point in doing it while I'm reading it because it might just like crumble again. So yeah, there we go. That's the one for that one. Question 2 is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I don't really read like seasonally. I don't read like, oh, it's autumn, let's read an autumn book. Oh, it's Christmas, let's read a Christmas book. I just read books. So the answer to this is no. But let's just like look to see if we can just lie and pretend that there is one. What's autumny? I don't really know, to be honest. Cress, is that in autumn? That's on my 2025 TBR. I have to read this one. Does this happen in autumn? Does that give you autumn vibes? Maybe, I don't know. I've not read it yet, so not sure. What else? This one, Sea Sparrow. That's a book that I need to read this year. Is that in autumn? I don't know why I haven't read this because I've absolutely loved the rest of this series, especially the last 2 books. Bitter Blue, absolutely loved. That was the 3rd book, and Winterkeep was one after that. Loved that. Why do I do this? I don't know. Maybe one of them. I will only know when I read them and see if they happen in autumn. There's sea stuff in here. Sea, drippy icicles. That's giving more winter, but we'll say. We'll pretend that they're in autumn, so I don't just say the word no and move on. The next question is there a new release you're still waiting for? Oh no, another question I don't have an answer to. In my last video, in my last video I mentioned the fact that I really want the next Nora Sakovic book out, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have a release date, so... I tell you what, I have seen that I'm not interested in reading, so I don't know why I'm talking about it here, but I literally just saw it yesterday. There's another version, well, another book in the series of They Both Die at the End. Like, why? Why do we need... why is that still going? The first book was really good. I quite enjoyed the second one, but I have no interest. And there's another one after that as well. Apparently it's like 700 pages and then it ends on a cliffhanger. I'm no interested in that. Sometimes it feels like authors are just like carrying stuff on for the sake of it. They both die at the end. Somebody dies at the end. Someone probably dies at the end. This guy is probably going to die at the end. You don't even know who's going to die at the end. Guess. I bet you can't see it coming who's going to die at the end. And all that. So that's irrelevant. But any books coming out? What's coming out? Don't know. I don't keep up with that. It's a well-known fact that I don't keep up with release dates, and I don't know when anything's coming out, so the answer to that is no, but I gave you a little bit of words there just so it makes it seem like I'm saying stuff. Oh, there's only 6 questions here, so here's some cat clip stuff, and then I'll be back with the other 3. I did have loads of really cool cat clips, but apparently me deleting them from my phone deleted it from Google Backup as well, so here I have Rue's face. Rue, give me your face. It's important. There it is. That's the money shot. Look at his face. Look at his face. The next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So I've shown you these 2 already, so I won't choose them 2. What else is on my... I think there's maybe 5 or 6 or 7 books. I do have a spreadsheet, but I'm not going to look there. I'm going to use my eyes. This one, I know this one is on my 2025 TBR, which, like, why have I left this so long? Because this is not even one book. I'm pretty sure it's 2 books in one. The Archived and the Unbound. So that counts as 2. And it's got a bonus short story. So there's 3 books there. The question is 3 books you want to read, but I'm going to count that as 1. I couldn't tell you anything about this. I got it because I like V. Schwab / Victoria Schwab. I think this is one of her more older series, and then it was rebound in one book. So that's one of them. Oh, and then Bright We Burn. In my last video I talked about And I Darken and Now I Rise. This is the last book in that series, so I do need to read this. This is going to be a lot easier to read than this massive version as well. That was my book 2 and this is this one. So that's going to be fun and, like, not ache my hand and all that jazz. So there's that one. Definitely looking forward to that one because I really enjoyed the other 2 series, books in that series. And then another one would be over here. Where is he? Again, I don't know why I leave these books to last because look how big this is. This book about Shackleton is also on my TBR. He's a big lad, but he's also a very interesting fellow. So, and the other 2 books by Roland Hunsford, that sounded very heavy, which are also chunky, were very, like, easy reading for me just because I'm so interested in the way he writes. Is really good. Like Nansen one, and then a Scott and Arbinson one. So I don't think it's going to be like a slog or anything. It's going to be really good and interesting, so yeah. What's the next one? The next question is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? Well, the whole point of being shocked is that you don't realise. So yeah, obviously, any book I could read and be like, oh my days, that's the best thing I've ever seen. So yeah, the answer to that question is yeah, well that's boring. Let's say some more words. I read this book recently, Trauma Land. That was really good. It says the word trauma in it, so that wasn't shocking that I enjoyed it. You know, I like dark shears. Obviously Sea Sparrow, I mentioned that I really enjoyed the last 2 books in this series, so that could potentially be really good. Oh, another book that's on my, I think this one is also on my 2025 TBR, is The Witches of Vardo by Anya Bergman. So that could be good. That's about, well, it's about the witches of Vardo in Norway in like the 1500s, I want to say 1600s, that's what I said. Like witches, people getting done for being witches and that. Vardo, well, that's not how you pronounce it, it's called an O there, which is like so it'll be like Vardo, something like that. Yeah, on this island on tippy top of Norway, like all of the guys died because they were out fishing, and then waves happened, then the women were existing, and then like people were like, how can women exist without men? Witches. So yeah, that could be really good. If that sounds familiar to you, it's the same sort of premise for The Mercies by Kira Millward Hargraves. So this is also about the same period of time in history. So yeah, that one could be good. Hopefully it is. It'd be well annoying if I read a book and it's not good. So yeah, that was a question that probably had an answer. The next one is the last one. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? And the answer to this is no, surprisingly, because a lot of the time I do start too early. But this year, as you can probably tell with the lack of updates, videos, reading, like, and just being on it like that has not been my highest priority. I'm not saying that anything is higher than that, it's just I'm not. So you know what, it'll be fun. Let's like right now, here and now, both of us together, let's make a thing. So I know I'm not going to be able to get to this book. I would love to, but realistically these ones that I have to read, it's all personal, I don't have to read anything. But the books, you know, I'm probably like 100% definitely not going to get to this book, but I really want to. So let's here and now say that this is on my 2026 TBR. The Ship Beneath the Ice by Menson Bound. This is Endurance, the boat that Shackleton was in and then it sunk, and then he did all the cool heroic shiz. Like recently, a couple of years ago, they found the boat after like 100 years. So that'll be interesting. So let's put that on our TBR. It's not on yours, it could be on my TBR for next year. And what else? Now I'm picking up from here upwards. These are like, I do have other books, but these ones are all TBR books. That's why I'm like, my eyes are doing this. The Girl of Ink and Stars by Kira Millward Hargrave. I don't know what this is about. I really like Kira Millward Hargrave, what I've read of her. I like her middle grade, I like her adulty grade. So yeah, let's say that one's on there as well. This is fun. Shall we get to 5? Shall we sort out 5 books that we're definitely going to put on next year's TBR? I'm going to look over here because I know there's stuff over here I've not read as well. It's just mainly over there. So what's occurring down here? Let's not look over there. No, I've read all of them. Oh, let's put one of these on. Let's put this one on. We've got, let's do this. This is a non-fiction. That one about the boat was also non-fiction. An Unsung Hero, Tom Crean, Antarctic Survivor by Michael Smith. Let's put that one on the TBR as well for next year. Tom Crean, was he on Shackleton's, I think so. I think Tom Crean was on Shackleton's, can't really remember. I know his name really well, but I read all sorts of stuff and I'm not very good with remembering who goes where. But I think so. I'm pretty sure Tom Crean was with Shackleton. He sounds very English, and like my other favourites are Norwegian, so it's definitely not with Nansen, is he? Or with Amundsen. So let's put that one on there. How many was that? 3, I think. I don't know if this is interesting for you, but here we are. What's behind there that I've not read yet? There we go. Let's chuck that one on as well. In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. I've heard mixed things about this, but I also don't know what I've heard. I know some people like it and some people don't, but I don't know why, because I don't like to listen to what people say, because I don't want spoilers, because I don't know what even this book is about. I'm pretty sure like robots exist. It says the word robots there. And that's my knowledge, because I like just going into TJ Kling's books and just enjoying them and reading them. Like when I read House in the Cerulean Sea, I literally had no concept of what that book was about, and I absolutely adored it, so that's why I don't want to even read the back of this. But next year, I'll find out what it's about and see if I agree with people that don't like it, or if I do like it. I don't know yet, do I? It's not been read. But that's 4 books, I believe. Was that, or is that 5? I think that was 4. So we'll do one more. Oh, this is a good one. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I absolutely adored her other series with that's Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Does it have an actual name? I think that's just what they call it, isn't it? I loved that series, and then that made me want to read this one. So yeah, I'm not going to look at the back again. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, I had no idea what it was about going through, and I loved that fact. So I don't know what this is about, and I'm not going to until I read it. So yeah, those were 5 books that I've already started making plans for the end of for next year. There you go. We made them together. Thanks for your input. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that was the end of the year book tag. Comment down below any books that you have left to read until the end of the year, or which of my 5 picks for next year do you think I should read first? Or just anything. That's the comment section's there for you to just say words, so do it if you want. Like the video if you want, subscribe if you want, but only if you want. And yeah, I will be back at some point soon with another video. Maybe it will even be one of my vlogs that I filmed a year ago. Who knows? Not me. Yeah, bye.